I'm just going to have some breakfast now. I've got I'm making myself some porridge. I've got 40 grams of porridge oats. I've got some almond milk. I've got some 15 grams of sultanas, which is 2.5 sins. I have got 5 grams of this little chap, which is 1.5 sins, so that is 4 sins plus 1 healthy extra for my porridge. I've put in it some cinnamon, some nutmeg and some ginger to have a little experiment, because it's quite nutty with all the almond milk and the kind of chia seeds and that sort of like chia mix. So I just thought that might be quite nice. It's sort of I don't know how to do this thing where I show you in it. I've lost my thingies. Porridge, steamy porridge. Just steam it up instead. See? So I'm going to just go and slip this over here. It's all quite messy in my kitchen at the moment, but I've got a bit of time to myself without the kids, just for an hour or so. So I'm going to take advantage and I'm going to have some breakfast. And I'm just going to add some, it's quite tricky to do it without wonking it everywhere. I'm going to add some almond milk so that that's nice and gloopy. Just going to let that sit. Yes, I'm going to sit and enjoy my breakfast. I've got myself a decaffeinated coffee. I'll reach over and grab that. A decaffeinated coffee and with some almond milk in it. So this will give me a nice bit of something substantial before I start the day. I very well might have an apple. I don't know whether to have it with it, whether to cut it into tiny pieces. I might have it in the porridge itself. I might cut that up in tiny, like little tiny pieces. That's quite nice in porridge. So I might do that. So I just thought, while I'm just settling in a little bit, that warmth of it, I would just very quickly chat about other videos that I'd quite like to do. I think one of the things I might do next is, got my little piece of paper here that I'd been working along. I hadn't really done anything for a little while because I hadn't really had a lot of time, but it's quite nice to see if I can fit it in, especially things you guys don't seem to mind if I'm doing it while I'm putting the washing in or something like that, so I don't have to do it too properly. As the sins are not sins anymore, I think I'd quite like to have a good old think about that process. I know Jane Day was saying about how she was with a Slimming World before it was even Slimming World, and J&M Slimming I think it was, and how very much then it was SINS, and obviously as times changed they decided that the word sins, SINS, wasn't a good thing anymore. It's not. It is quite important not to make people feel guilty about food, and then they obviously changed it to SYNS to stand for synergy. And I think it would be interesting to know and kind of have a little think, because that's, you know, it's such a sticking point with people saying, well, I don't like Slimming World because they call things sins, because they definitely used to, SINS, and now they're trying to say that it's synergy. And it's such a sticking point. It's kind of a shame they didn't just scrap the word entirely and just use something else, but they didn't. And it's like it's up to us to attribute a meaning to the word. It's not, sometimes words are words, and so words are only there because of what meanings we attribute to them. we can choose to think of them as something else. It's hard when it's already ingrained already, and I think it's quite an interesting subject. So I think I'll do a bit of research into that specific little tiny aspect of Slimming World and do a little video on that, just because it's always intrigued me and mildly frustrated me along the way, so I might do that. Obviously, if there's any other videos that you'd quite like me to do, or any things that interest you and all those types of things, I'm happy for those to have suggestions. But I think that might be one I do next. I'm going to eat some breakfast now. I'm going to chop up some apple, I think, to have it, because it's quite fresh in the mouth. And then I'm going to let you know what I eat next. It's Saturday today, so again it will be a hearty breakfast filled with fruit snacks during the day generally, and then an evening meal of spaghetti bolognese. It's quite useful for me to fit in some sins in the morning, just because sometimes I try so hard not to have my sins that I totally and utterly forget to have my sins on a Saturday, because I'm trying so hard not to have them. So it's useful if I can have them in my breakfast, so that I'm done, then I've had some sins, and then I can then carry on trying to make sure that I'm eating free food and speed food instead. So yeah, alright, I will see you next time I eat something. Lots of love, see you in a bit, bye. Hiya, so I'm just giving you a quick little video, or doing a quick little video of just my porridge with my apple in it. I have chosen to put some apple in, and so it's got, give my porridge another little minute with some more almond milk as well. So it's really umptuous, and I'm just going to mix the like little tiny apple cubes, as it were, into it. So I'll just warm the apple through. So I'm thinking, like, because I've got nutmeg and cinnamon and that sort of thing, it's kind of like, I don't know, apple pie type warmth, like autumny type food. So I reckon this is going to be nice, and I'm going to take my time and eat it slowly and with my hot drink there on the side. And I'm going to have a lovely time. I think I'm going to, I don't think Jane Day will have uploaded her thing yet, because she won't be back from her Slimming World group, so I shall have to wait till later to watch Jane Day's video. But I will have a little look and see what, might have a little look to see what Tess is up to, or who else do I like to watch? Some Katie Jane, see what she's up to. Alright then, guys, I'm gonna go and have a little chill out time, and I will see you next time I eat something. Lots of love, see you in a bit, bye. Hiya, so I've had some two cups of decaffeinated coffee so far after my breakfast with almond milk, and now I'm just putting spaghetti on to boil for the bolognese, but we're just going to have some mango and some watermelon. I'm just, basically what I do is I slice off the two halves of the mango, and then they've just got this middle bit that I'm going to eat, which I've already started eating. Excuse me. Put that on my apron. So we're going to do some, my daughter wants to do some like little cubes, so cut some cubes out of this. I think I might cut some we're going to do some like watermelon pizza and then put them on the top, but I don't know whether to do some cubes of the watermelon and then put it on cocktail sticks for a bit of fancy time. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing next. I'll, you know, do a little video if I've done that, and I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to do these. So we've got watermelon cubes topped with melon, what's this one? Mango cubes.
Press down and then play.
So yeah, pretty good. I'm going to try them.
I think.
Very good. Okay, I will catch you when we do. I'm having my spaghetti. So got spaghetti bolognese. In my bolognese, I've got things like frozen mixed veg, onion, chopped tomatoes, sweet corn, peppers, stuff like that. I haven't put anything on top. Sometimes I put salt and pepper, but I'm just going to eat it as it is at the moment. In there I've got, like, you know, paprika, garlic granules, and all that kind of business. Stock cube. So yeah, I'm going to eat this now, and see you when I eat something, which will probably be some more watermelon for after. I'm going to have some watermelon, so I've had 2 helpings of my spaghetti bolognese, and I've got some watermelon, and I'm going to have a hot drink, and then have a little digest, and I'm going to tackle some washing up, and then I'm going to take the kiddies to bed.
Hey, look!
Alright, pretty good. Okay then, see you in a bit. Just forgot to say that I'm having a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I'm feeling pretty tired now. The shopping should arrive in a little bit, about half an hour. Shopping should arrive, and
Mummy,
then I'm gonna see if I can. Okie dokie, I'll be there in a second. I think is she taking hers through? So I'm gonna, just gonna have this, and then I'm gonna go. I'm hoping to fit in a little half an hour washing up before the shopping arrives, but see how we get on. I'm trying to practice not pushing myself too much, just to let myself have a bit more of a natural rhythms. So I'm trying to sort of settle down with trying to push myself as hard as I normally do. Trying to just let it all settle out a little bit, so not beat myself up if it doesn't all happen. There's always another day. I'm going to finish this, and I just been watching Super Size, Super Skinny on my phone, like old episodes of that one. Just because I used to watch it loads when I used to want to lose weight before, so it's kind of nice rewatching them, but from a state where I have lost the weight, so it's just quite nice revisiting them. Right, I'm going to go back to watching that, finish and drink. Lots of love, see you in a bit. Yeah, so the shopping's arrived, so I just thought I would show you just a couple of bits that I'm doing. So I am measuring, so I've got some Simply Salted popcorn, which was on offer. I think it was like 65p or something in Sainsbury's at the time. And I've just been, I can show you, I've just been measuring, keep tipping over to on the other side. Don't get it so it's sensible. I've been measuring it on this. I've just been putting it into these little things here. These kind of resealable ones here, and then I've just been putting that on like that. So these are basically 10 grams for 2 sins. So the theory is that I will be able to put these in the picnic bag when I go and pick the kids up. They can have a packet, I can have a packet, and then they're not, because we used to have sweet salted popcorn. So the theory is that the salted popcorn will be just a tiny touch easier for me to have. I still don't know about the whole popcorn thing and the white pasta and the whites, you know, and the GI side of the sugar, but I'm not going to be worrying myself too much about that at the moment. Just going to see how this goes. I've also got some of this, some haricot beans, which is what baked beans are, and I'm going to, I did try last week to experiment with the haricot beans and kind of sort of whizzed up chopped tomatoes and just try my own baked beans, but I ended up using the haricot beans in the cannelloni without adding the chopped tomatoes, like, you know, separately as it were, without experimenting with haricot beans. But I did eat one of the haricot beans on its own, and surprise, surprise, it tastes like baked bean. So I don't know what I thought it might taste like. I think I thought that the baked bean taste was all from the sauce, but it really isn't. Haricot beans just taste like baked beans, but just slightly less sugary and salty. So I think I'll be fine with just the tomato sauce on the outside. So I really would like to push to experiment with having those plus I'm think half a pack of these, and I'm do them with the I'm going to do that with the my hand whizzer, my hand blender, and do half of that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other half, but I'm sure I'll find a way of easily doing that. So the theory is that that would replace the one I have in my cooked breakfast, so I could experiment with making baked beans. But anyway, that's what I'm doing for these chaps. I'm going to continue emptying those out so they're all apportioned. Get my little boy through. So I'll leave you there, and I will catch you in a bit. Hiya. So I'm just going to, I have split my 65-gram popcorn into 6 bags of 10 grams each, and I've got 5 grams left over, which I'm going to eat, and that will be 1 sin. So far today I will have I had 4 sins this morning because I had my porridge, which was 2.5 plus 1.5, which is 4 sins, and I have 1 sin here, so that is 5 sins. So far 5 sins. I'll see how I go. Well, some more things. I've had 1 healthy extra, and I've had my almond milk and some in my coffees today. So it's so 1 hex B and 1 hex A, and 5 sins so far. And then I will let you know if I eat any more this evening, which probably is likely, but it probably might be fruit, but I might have some nuts as well. See how I go. Right, I'll see you next time I eat something. See you in a bit. Bye. Here, I'm just gonna have a little half apple. Hiya, so the kiddies are in bed. It's about 10:30 tonight, so it's Saturday, so tend to give them a bit more a later night and more relaxed evening routine, but not quite as late as a Friday. So I'm just going to have some supper, which is some more spaghetti bolognese. I share it reasonably successfully. And I'll put the washing machine on. That'll be about an hour. So I'll probably be in bed, I hope, by about 11:30, 11:45, something like that. I am intending on having this food and then just doing a kind of maybe 10-20 minutes of just having a quick tidy through. I'm not going to attempt to tidy everything. I'm going to do a bit more tidying up tomorrow, Sunday morning, put a little boost in. My little boy's got a party in the afternoon on the Sunday, so we'll do a little bit of homework in the morning, and then have a bit of lunch, and then go to the party. So yeah, I'm going to go and sit and enjoy this and watch a bit more YouTube on my phone. Alright, see you in a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have a few more sins after this. I'm sort of angling on maybe a bit of olives and a few nuts, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see in a little bit if I eat some more. Bye! I had a second helping of spaghetti bolognese, and I've got a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. Hiya, alright, that's me. I'm gonna go to bed. I've just been having another caffeinated coffee. I have entirely failed on doing some washing up, so that will wait till tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. I'm going to upload this, and I will do another one tomorrow. Alright then, see you later, bye.